Hey, yo, turn on the light. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, guys? Here's Joe Milton here, quarterback for University of Tennessee. Big shout out to Scotty D and JW over at West Tennessee Volcast. For all the latest Vol news, follow them on Facebook and YouTube, and hit that subscribe button. Let's go, Big Orange.
Welcome to the West Tennessee Volcast. I'm your host, Scotty D. Here as always with my co-host, JW.
Hello, Vol fans.
Had some big news yesterday. Two recruits added. We had Khalid Perry, a linebacker out of Kentucky, and he's a 3-star, very athletic. And I was getting a little worried. We were needing some defensive commits, so really good to have him on the board. And also got our first 2023 commit, and Jack Luttrell, White Lightning. He's a safety. Might remember him from back in June. I think we posted it on our page. He had a one-handed highlight touchdown catch, great catch that he made, real athletic. Everything I read about him says he's just an elite athlete. They have him listed as a safety / athlete. So like most high school kids, he plays multiple positions because of how athletic he is. And there's no telling where he'll end up. I guess just wherever he kind of develops, wherever they see fit. But it is great to have our first 2023 commit on the board. And he claims he's going to start doing some recruiting for us, trying to get some more guys in. So I did read an interview with him, and he said that Coach Heupel was so excited when he committed that he picked him up completely off the ground. So glad to have him on board. And but unfortunately, we did actually lose a couple current players. You want to go over that?
Yeah, we lost Riley Locklear. He's had injuries throughout camp, throughout the whole time he's been at University of Tennessee. And then we lost a tight end, Austin Pope. Both of them, he's had back surgery. He was trying to come back. He's our most experienced tight end. But wish both of those guys well. They've been fighting injuries since they've been there. And I wish them both well. They both retired for medical reasons. If you hadn't seen the video on these, if you hadn't seen the video on these kids, these recruits we just got, this Perry kid, he plays everywhere. He plays quarterback, plays receiver, plays running back, plays linebacker. He plays defensive line. He is just all over the field. He's definitely the type of player that we need up on the hill, especially at linebacker.
Yeah. Yeah, and the two guys we lost, you hate to see somebody, their career get cut a little short. We could have definitely used them this year, but if having medical issues, having injuries, hate to see somebody go out like that. But if they know they're not going to be able to play, then that was probably the right move to just step away and give room for somebody else to step up. So wish those guys the best though, and appreciate all they've done for the program.
Yeah, they hate to go. Just wish them the best.
Yeah.
Also, camp starts Wednesday, August 4th. Of course, the hot topic will be the quarterback battle. We posted a poll on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Looks like I think 60-something% came in picking Bailey to be the starter between him and Joe Milton out of Michigan. He's gonna have to earn it. It's not Hopper's not gonna give it to him. He's gonna have to earn it.
Yeah, we posted across different social media platforms, and everyone had Bailey. And he may end up being. Nobody will be surprised. And plus, we're familiar with him. We're not really familiar with Milton, but hearing good things about Milton too. And he really hasn't been out on the field that much yet, because they're just starting to go back to practice and everything. So, it's going to be interesting to see. Heupel claims, whoever it's going to be, it's going to be because they earned it. So, and the players on the field will show them that much more respect because they will have seen them earn it. So, you got to respect the way he's going about it. And that's the way it should be. It shouldn't just be handed to anybody. I mean, it should be competition at every position. And true competitors and true athletes should want to compete for their position. We'll see
Yeah,
how it shakes out.
I seen he may have learned from the Peyton Manning camp he went to. I seen where he took his linemen out to eat.
Yeah.
Peyton's teaching them well right off the start.
Yeah, I hope he's getting some money from the name, image, and likeness, because I bet that wasn't cheap. Taking those big
No, them boys can eat.
Yeah. So hopefully that pays off for him, and he can end up being the starter. But I don't have a favorite. I just want whoever's going to win for us and give us the best chance to win. And whoever ends up starting at first may not be who ends up there. So we'll just kind of see how it all shakes out. Got a few more.
I believe we'll see both quarterbacks play, or at least two quarterbacks play opening game against Bowling Green. Even though whichever one wins the starter, I still think you'll see two quarterbacks play in that game, maybe even three.
Yeah, and I don't know how much we'll even learn from that game. I mean, a lot of people's predicted Bowling Green to be the worst team in the country this year, so beating up on them doesn't really prove a whole lot. So it may extend on past that. It's just because you beat up on a lesser team don't mean you're cut out for those pressure situations in the SEC. So we'll see how it all shakes out.
We don't want another Georgia State either.
No, we do not. Well, I know we're like 30-something point favorites, but that makes me nervous a little bit. So I hope we jump on them early, and don't give them any thoughts that they can hang in there with us. So hopefully we can get some guys out there on the field and get a good look at guys.
Yeah, we're just 32 days away from season. It opens September 2nd, 7 o'clock on SEC Network. So can't wait.
Yeah, it'll be here before you know it. Tomorrow, Addison Nichols, one of our huge targets, Tennessee, that's got a few crystal balls. I don't want to jinx it, but our chances are looking good to land him, and he would definitely help our recruiting class a lot. 4-star offensive lineman, everybody's been after him. So hopefully we can land him tomorrow. I believe he's making his announcement at 1 o'clock, I believe. So as soon as we hear anything, we'll be posting about it. It'll probably be everywhere because, like I said, he's a big get if we get him. So it'll probably be blowing up all over all social media. That would be a nice addition for us.
We get him. That's not a game changer. That's a program changer. We need him and Walter Nolan both.
Yeah.
Nolan did transfer up to Powell High School in Knoxville. To me, just common sense. I don't believe he'd be going to Florida if he's going to play high school ball in Knoxville.
Yeah.
But that's these are 18-year-old kids we're talking about. They can change their mind like the direction of the wind.
Yeah, I mean, Florida's not going to give up on him just because he moved to Knoxville. They're still going to be after him hot and heavy. So until he officially puts pen to paper or he's on campus, we still got to keep the pressure on. But kudos to Rodney Garner, because I don't think we'd even be in the running if it weren't for him. So he's definitely got us up there, as far as one of the favorites, if not the favorite, to land him now. And a few weeks ago, that didn't look like a possibility at all. So if we do land him, then I think he deserves a big chunk of the credit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's worked hard. We were not on the top 10 even at all. Garner's got back in the game and got Tennessee. I think there's even some crystal balls or future cast for Nolan to come to Tennessee. So let's just keep our fingers crossed that we get both of these recruits.
Yeah, and remember, guys, I know we talk about this a lot because there's not really anything else to talk about right now, and it's fun to talk about commits and who's going to land where and everything. But I mean, these kids decommit, change their mind, even when they get on campus. Sometimes now we got the transfer portal to worry about. So all this stuff can change. So it's still really, really important how us fans treat these kids, how we react to what ends up happening during the season, trying to stay positive, and I know how tough that is for it's hard to be a Tennessee fan sometimes and keep positive when there's not a lot to be positive about. Um, but yeah, if we come out and we overachieve or throw up a lot of points, have an exciting brand of football, that's only going to help us land some of these bigger name recruits and going forward. So we get back to where we want. One
Yeah,
of the big news.
there's
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, go ahead. There's a couple of receivers that we're still after. Shalik Knox, he's got us down to his final three. Tennessee, North Carolina, and Maryland. And then we got a local West Tennessee kid, Caden Pope, up in Savannah, which we're going to be there at that high school game, Southside and Savannah. I think it's September 3rd. We'll be there at that game. And hopefully we'll get to talk to Caden. But, we'd like to get both of those guys in on the camp.
Yeah, definitely. Another big story from the week has been, of course, the Texas-Oklahoma deal about them coming to SEC now, and it's been you'd have to be living under a rock not to have heard anything about that. Like it's going to be 2025 unless they can figure out a way to get here sooner, and that's probably going to be a little awkward for them playing over there in the Big 12 until 2025, knowing that they're leaving. So it may work out something to where they can leave a little earlier than that. And a lot of speculation out there about what the divisions are going to look like. People worried that Alabama's going to be in the East and Auburn and Missouri go to the West and be over there with Oklahoma and Texas. And that very well might happen. There's also talks about the pod system where there'd be four team pods and probably going to have Alabama in our pod if that ends up happening. So I understand the concern about, making our division tougher by those teams coming over. But if we ever want to get back to championship level competition, we're going to have to go through Alabama at some point anyway. I mean, that's just a fact. And we play them every year anyway.
If you're these kids, you want to play Alabama, you want to play Auburn, you want to beat the best. Saban's got maybe 2 or 3 more years coaching. I'll be the first to say it. This is the fall of Alabama after this year. They're going to start falling.
Yeah, let's hope so. Hope some of those 5-stars end up hitting that transfer portal and coming over to us too. But yeah, I mean, it's, there's no use worrying about it because, like I said, we're going to have to go through them eventually. It actually might help us a little bit because some of these other teams that don't play Alabama every year, they're going to end up having to play them, the Floridas and Georgias and different teams that don't have them on the schedule every year like we do. So, we're going to play them every year regardless. So, not going to hurt us as far as that goes.
I'm just sick of hearing roll tide, roll tide, roll tide. I was actually in Knoxville the last time Tennessee beat Alabama. That's how old I am.
Well, I remember the 90s when we beat them, what was it, like 6-7 times in a row, something like that. I mean, it seems like forever ago, but there was a time when this was going the other direction. I mean, we weren't winning championships every year. I mean, we did in 98, of course, but yeah, they used to be on the wrong end of this rivalry for a little while. So hopefully that cycle comes back around and we can return the favor to them for a few years. So forward to the day that happens. They can't come soon enough.
Saban ain't gonna coach forever. It's coming.
Yeah, I'll be glad when that day gets here. That's really all we've got for this week. We'll be watching the Addison Nichols announcement tomorrow. Hopefully it'll come out on our side, and that'll just add to our recruit 2022 class and move us on up the rankings a little farther till hopefully we can land Nolan if he still hasn't said when he's announcing. So have to hang in there with that.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. We're gonna get them both. We're gonna get Nichols. We're gonna get Nolan. It's gonna be the change of Tennessee football right here.
That's definitely the shot in the arm we need. So hope you're right. Just as a Tennessee fan, it's times hard to get your hopes up. Get let down a lot, but hopefully they'll both get through us, and that'll that'll start the ball rolling. We'll start landing a few more commits. So, but that's all we got for this week. Like I said, just stay tuned to us. Like us on YouTube, subscribe. We're on Facebook, got a Facebook group, Twitter, Instagram. We're all over. So just follow us, whatever social media that you follow, and we'll make sure and get you the latest information we can get you. And we'll try our best to stay on top of things and roll it out to you as soon as we have it.
Yep.
That's all we got for this week. So we'll see you next week. Go Vols.
Always go Vols.